And welcome back to Danganronpa. I'm going to shift that a little bit up. Hopefully that does better. Nope, maybe not. Maybe. I'm going to shift it over slightly. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Oh, it works so much better. Anyway, we're back with Danganronpa. So we're going into our first class trial. Hopefully I'm not blocking anything. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Even he's convinced. I like that, but I hate it. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? It's literally one against the rest. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Yes, yes it is.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Also, obligatory, I have a VTuber model which I bought off a booth, the booth place where you get all like your VR and VTuber shit. Bought it for like $7 Australian. It was good. It's just something I'm trying out because I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes.
Good idea. Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I need someone else to tell me to do that. In honor of in Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart sinking to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The door closed and the elevator started to move. Another point on the model. Link will be in the descriptions by Tugan on Booth. Oh, Tugan Live 2D on Booth. Link will be in the description. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, it is not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Ding! You've finally arrived. What do you think? Does it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit. Okay, everybody find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up, now, hurry up! This ought to be interesting. We did what he said and found our seats. This seat was arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it could be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto someone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtains on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. I don't like Sayaka, how she has a little picture next to him. Alright, Override. Alright. Set skills. This is where we can actually start using our skills. I got Robo Jog. Greasy Truth Bullet Rate of Fire, effective during a non-stop debate, and the bullet time battle final strike. So I'm going to lock that in place. I'm going to lock Meliodas' voice into place, and that's all I have. Yeah, so I've got faster fire rate and essentially more damage on the bullet time in battle, which is awesome. Just set, yep. Open e-handbook. We can check our truth bullets and shit here. I'm gonna give file 1, but I don't remember a lot of it, but it will come up. Should pull something up while I'm.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I only want it for like the end bit. I'll do everything else myself. It's just I want the closing argument is what I want. This is not class trial. Alright, this one works. This one is the right one. No, it's not. What? Alright, I'm gonna have to cut this out before I upload it, which is gonna be slightly annoying, but... Oh, I don't have it. Well then. Well, looks like we'll just be figuring it out ourselves, which is awesome. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial, so your votes will determine the results.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Yes, that is my understanding of things.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
I'm just trying to get, like, the mouth tracking to be just right.
Of course.
Okay, then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
I love Kyoko's voice actor.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
This is true.
Friendship penetrates?
Fumi, shut up.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
That's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Again, it's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now,
Let the class trial begin. So, it's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? No. That should be good.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yes.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Technically it was her room. Yes.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to receive.
Oh, that is fast. Oh, talking to Leon was great.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
You think? To be fair, I don't think Chihiro didn't actually participate. I gotta kind of not quite shift over, but I gotta fix how I'm sitting. I'm about to move closer. I'll shift this over here. Ugh. That should be better, I think. I could be wrong. Fix that tiny bit. And I'm gonna shift my model over a little bit. Oh, I have to change my settings for this. Shift it over there. Yeah, that works.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Correct. That is indeed what we're saying.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Good, it's supposed to sound like a real trial. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
You think
So the killer
Taka?
used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Yes, it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Also correct.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Sorta?
And if you look real close,
Yeah,
I could
sorta?
totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
What
Hold on
more?
a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
This is also another valid point.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Yes.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere. I'm just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? No. Oh, fuck. You can concentrate by holding down the space key, okay? While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge. And if this gauge empties, you cannot concentrate. But the focus will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Actually, that was useful. I was wondering how to say that thing, because I knew you could, but... Well, Chico is crying.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
Don't really need to do that? No. Because the bullets fly fast, I just wanted to do it.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. My question is, how did she not see the killer?
Clear, the knife
Yeah?
disappeared while
How did
we
she
were
not
in
see the
dining
killer?
hall, correct?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm silent a lot during this episode, it's hard to commentate over this.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I'm gonna keep shifting this around. Hopefully that's a little bit better.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay.
Facts. Plus we know that
What
as a main
about
character.
this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
This is not one of your novels, Toko.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Yeah, I would be offended too.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Also true, but you'd want to lead, don't you?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
A point will be made shortly about that, and it's valid. You know, then what's the point in partnering with people?
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
True.
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Good to know.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
That still raises the question of why didn't anyone see them? Oh. I have to move my model around again, aren't I? I just cannot get comfortable because my seat doesn't sit up anymore. Hopefully, yeah, that's a little bit better. Not a hell of a lot better, but better nonetheless. Shift this up a little bit. Yeah, that works. But like, how come no one saw them?
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's
Me.
Yeah.
right.
But then
She would break you like a
one of them
toothpick,
have
man.
grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
They were kissing.
Just spit it out already.
Maybe? I don't know.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
They were kissing.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over.
Oh, that's
Which
less fun.
means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
Correct.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Oh, Taka, you were so innocent.
I'm a girl.
Yeah, can you not tell by the dress?
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Hina. Yeah, no. That doesn't track in the slightest. Like, at all.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, that's right. Someone who's not here, are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Yep, that is the understanding.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Yes, Taka, keep up.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
That is quite obvious, yes. Byakuya.
In that case,
Byakuya.
you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Oh my god.
What? See? He did do it after all.
Why do you look like that?
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Yes. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer.
Correct.
Wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Well, I muted my mic on that. Yeah, I cannot remember what the thing is either. I can't remember how to play the Handmaid's Gambit. Alright. Oh, head. Why didn't I? Oh yeah, I have to get it in order. God damn it.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Correct.
The culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Also true.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Yes.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Confirm me, are you ever going to contribute something of significance?
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Yes.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
What the fuck?
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka
Yes.
was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Yes, because the door handle was broken.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
It is... Well, to be fair, he broke her wrist, but... Or they broke her wrist.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
You also weren't there, Yasuhiro.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
Also, yes.
This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
No.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoka said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Not at all. Bathroom door frame. Alright.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her.
Yes.
And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Shoot!
Alright, that's my bad.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer
Oh yeah, my aim is steady as fuck there.
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Yes, yes it is.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Wait. Surely Monokuma can give them a hint, right? He knows everything, so... But all the evidence was there to begin with as well.
But you know, You're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
I truly believe Monokuma did that all on his own.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Yes.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Also yes.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Shoot!
Well, shit.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Say what?
Shut up,
Well,
Hifumi.
to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Yeah.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Most likely.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Also correct.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Nope. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Shut up, Hifumi. You offer nothing.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
No.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Usually I'm all in favor for majority rules, but that offers nothing here.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Yes.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
Why does Celeste not like, Hina? That's my question.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Also true. I like
It's
her.
fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Ah, tired.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
No.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Because they didn't know.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Oh no, I think we all know where you are placed in this hierarchy.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I got it!
Yes.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Also yes. I'm sorry, again, there's not a lot that I can commentate over for this. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open the door, otherwise what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
How would she, like, I know how she would have known to do that, but like, why would you think to check the notepad?
And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
I don't think I have, ironically.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
This is true.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
That literally defeated the whole purpose of being like, so did you write this? It's like, no, it's like, of course not, because Sayaka's name's right at the fucking bottom. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
That sounds a little bit suspicious.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Based off that previous comment, I don't believe that entirely.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Yeah, I'm also wondering.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
No shit, otherwise we wouldn't have asked.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Door nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I love that line so much.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
How did you not know that?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Correct.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Also true.
And the one who switched the names was... well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Correct.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person that could have switched the nameplates. Only one person who knew we had switched. Sayaka.
I got it!
But it's wrong.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room,
She
okay?
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Come to think of it, I don't see a reason as to why switching the nameplates was a thing. I thought it was Monokuma who did it. I think it ended up being Monokuma who did. But I don't see the purpose, because, like, we'll find out later.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Facts.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Yes.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Also true.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
I believe it. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yes.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken by this fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it!
Yeah!
All
Damn,
you
I
have
got
to
it.
do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Yep. Yes, it
It
is.
sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
If it's a replica, was it always gold? Like, was that the one that they used? Or, like, a replica of the one that they actually used that was actually gold? Or did they color it gold as, like, a memento sort of thing?
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Nah. She got hit on it by on the fucking ankle, dipshit.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debate. I don't care. Oh shit, I can't remember how to switch. I should have read that. I think it's R.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And
That's
that's
cute.
when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
Yes.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No. No. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong. God, I love that line so much.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Correct.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that people need to dumb it down for Mondo.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Yeah, you would naturally unsheath it. I was scratching my nose, that's why my mouth didn't move.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Right.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Which is actually most likely.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Taka, you're jumping to
So she grabbed
conclusions.
the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
He's half
Sorry,
right.
but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Alright, that works still.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because he's not stupid.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it.
Also true.
In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
This is also true.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Yes.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
That has nothing to do with it.
No, that's not it at all. I got it!
Because the water was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
I keep shifting around, so I gotta keep fixing shit. I'm gonna turn the light on just to be safe.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
That's harsh. I don't like her for me, like, in the slightest. Still harsh.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult. Still an insult.
Insult, obviously.
Yep, agreed.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have been the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka?
She had the kitchen knife? You're the one that came up with that answer, you dick nozzle.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was... Sayaka?
Duh, that is what all of them have been saying, dude.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
100%.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Also correct.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yes, that is what she said.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
I think I missed this part. In my initial playthrough of this game, I think I missed this part. Oh, I didn't miss it, but like, I overlooked it.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
It's still implicated Makoto.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
And yeah.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Probably not.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Would have had to, for this to be even remotely successful, but she didn't account for the fucking victim to fight back.
But in the end, her plan
Or
backfired.
would-be victim.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
Also, yes.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Why are you suddenly defending her again?
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Like you're any better.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
This is true.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Yes, I do actually. That's a very valid point.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Oh shit, I should be reading that. Nope. F2? Is it really over? Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. There actually is. There's still more shit that we can bring up. Dying message. 11037.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong!
Yeah, it's wrong, Leon.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining? No, it's dying.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her. Remember, 11037.
Written in her own blood.
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message and I can prove it. Left index finger.
Her left
Because it's on the finger.
index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Yes.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
If you flip it, you'd know.
1037?
11037.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
Mondo, you're a bit slow, but you're adorable.
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Well, let's not forget that you also have the diagonal line.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
Everyone assumed it was 1-1. Everyone.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Like you or any better, Mondo. Go fuck yourself.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Oh, shut up. Hifumi, shut up. Just shut up, shut up.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
I'm gonna pause. I know I'm kind of breaking the flow a little bit, but I'm gonna pause here real quick to sort out my model. Okay, apparently. Oh, apparently I can't pause anymore. I used to be able to. Oh, it's starting to rain. Lovely. I'm going to place that there for a moment. Why? How can I not pause at all? Anyway. I'll have to fix that. Anyway. Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue card and right onto who did it.
Yes.
So, whose name did she write?
Can you not see from there? Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. I'll hopefully have thrown up an image. I want to select my Akuma.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N.
Or more accurately, Leon! I wish I had a joke for this, but I don't actually. Huh. I hate that.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
There is no coincidences in a trial. Fucking ice! You done? Cool.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Just so happen to look like your name. Yeah, right.
It's not random at all.
I think that's better. Hopefully. Yeah, it's so much better. What the fuck?
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped.
I'm gonna turn this down just in case you guys can hear the rain.
Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
You guys were saying it to Makoto the entire fucking time.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of? It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? So does he found two things.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
Yes.
And the killer didn't notice.
Indubitably.
If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
I mean, like, he's the only one that wears those shirts, like, let's be honest here.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
No.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, how it was disposed of.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
Yeah, but how do you know that?
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
He's like, yes, interesting. Wait a fucking second. That ain't right. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being on cleaning duty. It's exactly what proves that Leon is a real killer. Shattered crystal ball. He's getting pissed.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yes, he's right on that.
The only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And
yes.
You'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, you do not.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, yes you could.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way to throw it. Divine with it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
He's like dead on the money with that though.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Yep.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Yes.
Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
100%. Like that is, you know, it's the most logical most logical thing afterwards. I would have probably worked backwards personally. I would have mentioned this first and be like, well, you know what, this is a clear cut enough as is. You know, the only way that the killer could dispose of it behind the gate was with throwing this. Like, lead with this dude.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
100%. Like this, she raises valid points on these. Like she always raises some very valid points during class trials, from what I remember at least.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
it wouldn't have been much of a challenge for... Because ultimately.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
How about you go look in the mirror? What are you doing, cat?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
So this is where I'd start calling his ass out. Like, if I was in this situation, I'd lead with the crystal ball, present that evidence alone, and then when he starts getting shit off, I'd be like, well, you're getting pretty pissed. Like, yeah, you're getting accused of a murder, but like, if you were innocent, you'd probably remain more calm.
You still won't admit it? Okay then.
Yeah, knock him down, Kyoko. God damn it!
Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the
truth
truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument, no. These are pretty fucking simple. So, alright, that. Hit her hand causing the knife. Wait. Oh, it's the exact same scene as that one. So it's that. 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 Wait, no, I think that goes over here. That goes there. That goes there.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room.
Yep.
From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Also, yes.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
I'm glad they make her look
But
like a
then
yandere in
something
these
happened
scenes,
that
it's
she
great.
wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Yep. If I got this first try, I'd be so
The
impressed.
killer went after her.
Mostly with myself.
Couldn't get the bathroom
Mostly with
door
myself.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Unfortunate, but yes. Again, I'm sorry if this is like a boring episode, like I can't do a lot about this
She
one.
had remaining. Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
Yep.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Although unintentional victim.
Then they took the lint roller in my room
thank God.
and cleaned up the entire... They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there.
Yes.
But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room.
Couldn't he have, I was gonna say, couldn't he have waited till the next morning and incinerated it then? Made it more, like, made sure that the shirt was getting destroyed. That's just like a possibility of what he could have done. I don't know why my model's mouth is acting like this today. I think it might be just the way that I'm talking or like the words that I'm saying. I might have to exaggerate my mouth movements a bit more. Meh.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Yeah.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this. and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Oh, I love these images, they're great.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
Yes.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I
Object,
object!
object.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
You just laid out the whole fucking evidence for you.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
What evidence? I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin, would you like? Yes. I can't remember how to do bullet time battles. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent will simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to these as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB or BTW. Why the BTW? By the way, still, alright. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with the tempo marker. As they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with left mouse button. Okay. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going to initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the time for each button. So watch out for that. Alright. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refuse their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. I hated this in my initial playthrough, but let's see.
From the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. What could it be? Could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Shut up.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Shut up, Leon. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Here's your proof. You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I failed that.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
I don't know how I managed to do that. To be entirely honest, I failed that so badly and I went so silent during that. I'm
Screws on
sorry.
the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
You wonder? You wonder what tool the killer used to remove the screws? Maybe the screwdriver to remove the screws from the fucking doorknob. I wonder, maybe that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Thank you, Mondo. The most useful thing you've said this entire class trial.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
Yeah.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
This is also true.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
That's actually a valid point.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
No.
Stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
This is true. I have many screwdrivers. Some I use to work my PC, others I've just, like today I used like a mallet and a screwdriver and a few other things. They definitely show signs of use. Like they strip, like they dull and they fucking get scuffed and shit from the use.
Stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly
When, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Correct.
Stupid.
He's done for. He is done for.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Nope, not a single one apparently.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yep. Bro ain't doing too well. Bro ain't doing too good. What did I get? A rank, I'm happy with that. How many medals did I get? 77? What's a mistrial? Oh, mistrial.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor. Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the
blackened?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Monokuma vote. Yeah, Leon, let's go. Let's go. Huh. Like I knew I had hair physics, I'm just messing with it now. Oh ho, looks like you got it right on the money. Yeah, you hit the nail on the fucking head with that one. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, is no other than Leo Kawada. The bro was too stunned to speak.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son
of a bitch. What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
This is true. Bro did not have a choice. It was kill or be killed. He is 100% right.
That's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
I mean, like... Hey, come on. You expect me to just accept my death? Yep. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up was really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me, but even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine. I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else was her dreams, her friends. To see something like that happen to them and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. Makes me wonder what her backstory is, to be entirely honest. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. That's why she talked to me in the first place. I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. You literally... Oh, clairvoyance is a bit different. Never mind, I'm stupid. He's not a medium, he's a fucking clairvoyant. Aren't they the same thing? Meh. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, right? Terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, I really do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed... You so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Yep.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heart of the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the room, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back. After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. When you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her, am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not... Stop it! I've had enough of this!
Oh,
are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. What's up? If it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Oh, did you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get what everyone get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Well, it's out of our hands now, man, unfortunately.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time! I love that. It's so iconic. That and A Body Has Been Discovered are so iconic from this game. If you've even heard them, you know it's from this game. I mean, I wouldn't have, but now you do. Game over. Leon has been found guilty and will receive punishment. I love this. This is so good. I might even just... God, it's so good. I hope this doesn't get copyrighted again by fucking the dude that doesn't actually have anything to do with this game. Which happened the last time. Which happened the last time I played the game. What we saw. Oh yeah, I can turn my model back on. What we saw. What was the truth? That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can call it that, what else could we call it? Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on? I can't take it. I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear. I just couldn't bear it if you made any more bear puns. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, please stop. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened happened. Because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Look, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Yes? It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. She didn't care what happened to you. She never would have left that message. Or maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends. The deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon. And keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. I love that line so much. I love that entire interaction. Started with 15, down to 12. But, that's going for nearly 2 hours. I did really well. The spare bat present. Yes, I want to save. Okay, we'll finish off soon. Alright, we're finishing now apparently. I'm gonna open up a third one just in case I can't get. Yeah, we're gonna open up a third one. We're gonna open up a third one and overwrite the first one. I have other ways to get the thumbnails that I want. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Well, I'm gonna move a little bit closer. If you did enjoy, hello. Okay, it's not gonna let me do the thing I want to do. Hello. There we go. If you did enjoy, please do let me know down in the comments, or even leave me a like, maybe subscribe. It would be very, very helpful. I'm going to turn my sensitivity back down for this game. Because that's second from the bottom, that's too much. That's perfect. But, again, I hope you did enjoy. Throw me a like, throw me a subscribe. Subscribe to my channel so you can keep catching this series. I'll be going through all the games because they're just so good. And yeah, not a lot else I can say. Leave me a comment, any criticisms. Again, the model will be in the description. It was relatively cheap with conversions. But again, I really want my own model. I even said this to my partner the other day, today. Anyway, I will see you all in the next one. See yous.